What's up guys, 8 here. I'm here with a new thing I like to call WishList. It's pretty much things I would love to have for new next games or DLCs. Since I'm pretty sure WWE2K15 won't have another DLC coming out at all. I'm positive about that. So this is for WWE2K15. Now, for the past couple years, for the main story for the wrestling games have been Road to WrestleMania, Attitude Era, and 30 years of WrestleMania. And then and for a while we've had Universe mode as well as the secondary main mode and the secondary single player mode. So I feel like they should just somewhat delete the Attitude Era or 30 years of WrestleMania kind of mode, get rid of that spot and make something bigger with the Universe mode. Maybe not it be Universe mode, but how I feel is that they should have something like Universe mode, all the great factors of it, it's the scheduling, the customization with the changing pay-per-views, changing shows, adding storylines, having this person don't like this person, have all that, and then have all those factors and mix them in with GM mode, which was a great mode. I loved it so dearly. But it was also kind of like Universe mode where it got boring sometimes. So they should mix those two together and have the best aspects of those games, with all the stuff I just named off of GM mode or season mode. All the great things I said about all the things that I said about Universe mode, have all those things in there, have all those great things about the game, have all those, and then mix it with some of the great factors of GM mode, the fatigue system, the rivalry, the injury, the contract, the happiness meter, or whatever they call it. Have all that in the game with Universe mode, mix them together. But then, to seal the deal, put it all together with season mode. Season mode was my favorite mode. Career mode, season mode, story mode, whatever. It had 3 or 4 names to it. But have all those together, and have the aspects of story mode, career mode, whatever you want to call it. Have the cutscenes, the story, the whole going for championships and whatnot. Have all that and mix it all together, and it will be a perfect game. Or be a perfect mode in the game. It would be amazing to me. Say you wanted to play it and you want to be Daniel Bryan. Let's just say that. Say you want to be Daniel Bryan, he's on Raw, and then you play as him, you start the year off. It has maybe it starts the Raw after WrestleMania, or it starts right after TLC or something, something like that. Some kind of starting point for the game, or maybe you could pick your starting point. You want to start from right after WrestleMania, or right on the Royal Rumble, or right before the Royal Rumble. If you wanted to, you could choose when the season started. That would be a neat feature in my book, at least. Have all that, and then say you just beginning of right after WrestleMania, you do some matches, on Raw, you have tag team, regular matches, you don't wrestle 1 week, and then you get to the pay-per-view and you're like, say they feature in pre-shows, and say you're just on the pre-show or something. You're on the pre-show and you lose. So the GM of Raw calls you in on the Raw after the pay-per-view, and he pretty much says, we're moving you to SmackDown. And now you're on SmackDown, and you build your ranks up at SmackDown, you form a tag team with Rey Mysterio or something, kind of like Connected Careers mode on Madden 25 or the Madden games. You have it like that, to where your things that you do are recorded. Like on Madden, you say you like throw 300 yards, it's recorded, and it has a little like email thing or like an NFL sport thing saying Peyton Manning threw 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, getting the win over the Dolphins or something, something like that. That would be amazing to have in the game. It could be WWE2K15, just have all that together, it would be amazing. And also, you could add it in with online. Also, have the season mode, be able to go online and play with 15 of your friends. And the EA's Madden, they can have 32 because that's how many football teams there are. Maybe not 30 wrestlers, like 30 players in one league or one roster or whatever. Just because that seems a little huge to me. It seems like too huge of a crowd to have in a online thing, especially sometimes. I haven't really played the online in this at all, really. But I heard that it's way better. Downloading is way faster. I heard good things about the online, pretty much. But if you have like 15 wrestlers and like you divide them, or like maybe not 15, maybe like 16, that'd probably be better. Have 16, 8 on Raw, 8 on SmackDown, and have 8 on SmackDown, 8 on Raw. Or you could do 15 and have 5 on Raw, 5 on SmackDown, and then like the rest is a mixture of like maybe NXT, or they could implement NXT with it if you're a creative wrestler, you have to go on to NXT or main event, or what's the other one, Superstars. You have to be on one of those shows if you're a creative wrestler, I feel like that would be perfect. That would have so much. That would be a great feature to have. It would make the game a lot better, interactive, and also it would make online more playable. Because for me, I've never played online yet in this game. I would like to, but I don't. At this time, I just don't have any desire to go online and try to play with someone, because it's just matches. There's no, you can play out ranked, but there's like not really any point to it besides going, oh, I won the match, and you get a little level up thing, which doesn't even, to me, it doesn't really matter too much to have a level on a wrestler. I feel like if you have like, hey, I'm the world champion on SmackDown, and I've never lost a match yet, and the guy on Raw, or something can be like, I've been WWE champion since the season started. What are you talking about? I feel like it would have more of a connection with other players, just add in, just mix all three of those, and the game would be amazing. I would love it. I'd play it every day, probably. I would definitely play it for YouTube, of course. You know, for people on YouTube, you know. But if they just add that in, it would be a perfect game in my eyes. It would just, it'd be great to me at least. But tell me what you think about my idea. Sorry if I was like a little raspy or couldn't understand me too well and like getting tongue twisted. You know, I'm human. I get words wrong. I say wrong words. I mix one word with another word, or I go ahead, or I say something completely different, or I get off topic. You know, I get off topic a lot. But sorry if this was slightly confusing. This is my first episode of this, or first time doing a video on it, or whatever. But tell me what you think of my ideas. Tell me if you have any ideas of an online universe mode kind of deal, or just a new single player, because I'm extremely tired of 30 years WrestleMania kind of deal things, Road to WrestleMania, Attitude Era. You know, I'd rather have story mode back, but I feel like they won't bring that back. Or a new universe, just something. If you have any ideas, tell me in the comment section below. I will look at them, I'll tell you my opinion on them, you know. I'll be like, that's an awesome idea, dude. You good thinking, you know, something, you know. Just please tell me what you think of my idea, and if you have your own idea, tell me. Thank you for watching.